So the most important thing you'll learn this week is link and unlink. Okay, what does that mean? Go ahead and download your saw plane interviews and your saw plane. Okay, so what we'll do is we will get a little bit of the video of the interview. And here's, let's see, I'll just play this back in my source timeline.
So what I know about the Saw Festival, around 78 or 79,
I'm going to hit I for
a
N.
statue was made of Tom Scribner.
Okay, and that will be my out. So there's just a little bit of a clip. I'm going to see what that does for me. Okay, I'm going to bring that down.
A statue was made of Tom Scribner.
Okay, that doesn't quite make sense. So I'm going to extend the beginning and trim this in. Let's see what he says now.
8 or 7.
Oh, no, I got to trim it a little bit more. Okay. I'm going to zoom into my timeline.
70.
Okay, a little bit more. So this is kind of how you kind of continue to trim things that's useful.
Festival around 7.
Around. So I need around. And notice here, if you open up your audio, you could see, and it helps you edit to the voice. So I'm going to trim this in.
Around 78.
Okay, that sounds good to me. And I'm going to hit minus.
79. A statue was made of Tom Scribner.
Now I could actually even also edit out that but I'm not going to right now. What I want to do is I think I want to go to the saw plane and put some saw plane after this and under him talking. Okay, let's see. I'm going to play this. Okay, so I had put in an in, and I'm going to hit O for out, and I'm going to grab and drop this at the end. So it sounds like this. Okay, so that's good, but I would like to hear the saw playing over him before we actually see the saw players. Now, if I tried to trim this in, the audio and the video come with it. What I need to do is unlink these two files, because if I trim this, the audio and the video come together. So I need to select these files and right-click and hit unlink. Okay, so now I could click the video separate from the audio. Okay, so what I want to do in this case, I'm hitting a Command Z to undo that. What I want to do is bring the audio in, but also keep him talking. So I'm going to bring this down to the next level, kind of like we learned last week with the music, and I'm going to extend the music underneath him talking.
A statue was made of Tom Scribner.
Okay, so that's more what I want. So to be able to do that, I needed to first unlink them so that I could extend this audio in before we saw the saw players. Okay, and you may want to bring this down a little bit at the beginning.
A statue was made of Tom Scribner.
And then bring it up afterwards. One way to do that is I could use my cut just to cut my audio and grab my cursor and push the audio up. So now it's lower and then it immediately gets higher.
Tom Scribner.
Okay, so I'm kind of liking that. That kind of makes sense. And his audio is loud enough. He's getting up here and almost to the orange, but it's not clipping. It's not too loud in the red. So that's loud enough. This is low enough that he can be heard okay. And what this is actually called an L edit. So it kind of looks like an L. The video is smaller and the audio extends underneath it. They also call them J edits if it's moving the other way. So like this, in a J. So not a big deal to remember, but it's the whole concept of link and unlink creates split edits. So we are splitting the audio from the video. So that's what that means, is we can extend the audio and have it go later or sooner than the video, or have the video come in sooner or later than the audio. So that's the concept of unlink and link, and that's important for you for your first project when you do an interview and you're going to add in other visuals over it. So you want to just keep the audio of the interview and add things on top of it. So you'll probably want to split them in order to do that.